Hi, hope you are all doing fine. And this time we want to have a look at the practice with bokken, and specifically to look closer into how the bokken is supported through the body, from the base, from the center, when we block different attacks. So let's have a look together. What we want to look at today is actually the specific angle of the bokken, which is created, for example, at the end of a cut, even the simple cut like when we do the Ichi no Suburi, and which comes from the base, from the grounded position, and a turn of the hips. So let's have a look at the cut first. So when I do the Ichi no Suburi, I will cut, and when I finish the cut, I will not stay directly like this with a straight bokken, but I will turn my hips, and turning my hips, moving the center a little bit to the side, will turn the bokken and create this specific angle here. And this angle is what we want to look at, because this is very useful when we need to defend ourselves from an attack, okay, with another bokken. So we'll look at a few examples of how can we use this angle of the bokken, this alignment of the position from the base, center, turned hips, the angle of the bokken, how we can use this alignment to protect ourselves against different strikes. So let's have a look now at the work with a partner. So a very basic exercise. When I stand straight without this specific angle, and Sandra wants to thrust towards my chest, she can enter and she can hurt me, actually, with a bokken or with a katana. Now, when I get this position of the hips with this angle of the bokken, and she tries the same thing again, what happens now is that her bokken goes to the side, and she comes straight into my bokken. Okay, so this angle allows me to deflect the thrust of Sandra and stay still on her center line and be more dangerous to her than she is to me with a thrust. Okay, this is similar to the Shichi no Awase. So we use it when we do the Shichi no Awase, for example. The Shichi no Awase is the movement where we change sides. We have an attack with a strike, so I block this one. I push her bokken away, and here I do this block. Maybe we'll move once again a bit further back. So we change sides, Shichi no Awase, and block, slice, and work with the hips, with this position which is supported. The bokken is supported actually from the ground, from the base, from my center. So all my center is behind the bokken, so it's full. And this allows me to deflect the attack of Sandra. But this angle is good not only against thrusting attacks, but also against a strike. And actually you could already see it when we were doing the Shichi no Awase, because the first part of the Shichi no Awase is a strike around the head, Ryukomenuchi, like in the Go no Awase. So let's move to the Go no Awase now. And when Sandra strikes me, I also need to create this angle here to protect myself. In case I don't do it, I'm not even sure if I want to show it now, but let's try. So if I don't have this angle, I don't really deflect the strike. The strike stays on me and Sandra can cut me, okay? So it's a bit dangerous. This is why I wasn't sure if I want to do it or not. But normally it's the same thing with the position, grounding the base, turning the hips, and creating this angle of the bokken, which is then protecting me from the strike. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. So we can see that the work of the bokken depends a lot on our base. It's not only how we move the bokken with our hands, but it's how all of our body is moving, aligning, and supporting the bokken from the base, from the center. If we don't have this support, all the movements we do with the bokken are not as efficient as they could be. Okay, hope you liked it, and let us know if you practice in a similar way, or if you have some other thoughts on blocking or deflecting attacks with a bokken. I will be happy to hear and to compare. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time again.